homes near Shepparton's river are under threat from flooding. Tabish Ahmed realised this risk after recently moving to the regional Victorian city. He's now considering settling here with his young family.
Usually when people buy a home, especially young people, they do a lot of research in terms of the costing, the pricing, the area.
The scientist is considering other factors too.
How much that area is vulnerable to effects of climate change, which could be bushfires, floods, droughts.
Climate change is expected to escalate the number of severe weather events. And like home buyers, the finance industry is trying to understand its exposure to the elements. The insurance industry says at present, no region in Australia is uninsurable. However, some regions may become increasingly difficult to insure as extreme weather risks grow.
Some areas of Australia are becoming more complex to insure, and the price of insurance is rising. This is why we need to see substantial investment in resilience and mitigation.
In another flood-prone city, Brisbane, economist Claire Ibrahim warns that homeowners need property insurance to take out home loans.
Insurance obviously kind of protects the homeowner, but also kind of protects the bank.
She says that poses a risk for longer home loans.
The worst effects of climate change, those locked-in damages, are going to play out in the next 30 years, particularly in Australia. So it's very reasonable to start thinking about it not as this future risk, but as a current risk.
The Reserve Bank is also looking at this area and how home loans with low deposits get even riskier when climate change is factored in.
Remember the GFC? The idea that there was this subprime? Well, now we're looking at climate subprime. Banks are starting to get wise to that now, so they don't want to get properties on their mortgage books which in future could become uninsurable.
Carl Mallon's firm claims there are many regions where lots of homes could become difficult to insure by 2030. It's not just towns like Shepparton that are at risk. Right across the country, properties are under threat from bushfires, cyclones, floods. Australia's biggest lender, the Commonwealth Bank, just found that $31 billion worth of its current home loans are exposed to extreme weather events. CBA got this figure by looking at insurance coverage, default probability and the risk to real estate valuations.
This is where we start to ring the alarm bell about property price corrections for homes in high-risk locations.
Those alarm bells are already ringing in Tabish Ahmed's head.
Definitely no one wants to risk in, if you're big investment on that, you need to give a double thought to it.
Considering the climate risks now to save financial pain later.